YouTube, what's good? Welcome to another episode of New York Prison Talks. I thank y'all for coming to my channel. I asked that y'all hit the like button, and if y'all new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and see what's it about. See what I try to talk about. I'm just giving messages to people who might be getting locked up, has the family members that's incarcerated right now, or that might be coming home and that might be interested in hearing some of this stuff. Cause I talk about things that go on in the New York prisons. It's a lot of other dudes from different states that like to comment about what goes on over there. It's like the whole experience about being in prison is not something cool to really talk about, but it's like it's something I want to talk about. It's like something that I feel like I just want to tell people. It's like being locked up is not a cool experience. It's like you having to deal with the COs and then you got to deal with just the dudes you living around with 24/7 is just whack. It's really whack. Like, just know that if you like to do crimes and you plan on going to jail, like you on that way, just know that you gonna be around dudes 24/7. No, nobody else. Might see a few like female civilian that come through, might like nurses, mental health ladies, or the school teachers. You might have a few female COs. Other than that, you're not really talking to them, and you might flirt a couple with them. They might give you play, they might not. It depends on who you are. But like, it doesn't matter because you're not really gonna smash. You're not really gonna fuck them. You're not really. It's like you trying. You're just playing a game. You just playing a game. It's killing time. You just playing a game though. It's a dangerous game too if you don't know what you're doing. It really could be. But it's like you just being in jail is like you can't talk to no females. You being locked up is like they treat you like you not supposed to be part of the world at all. Like, of people that's not locked up. They really separate you from society and they make you feel like you're not a part of society. You gotta ask the officers, the COs for everything. You gotta ask them. Might have to ask them to use the bathroom. You like use the bathroom to sign up for the phones. You gotta sign up for everywhere you go. Might have to sign up for the gym, the rec programs. Use the mess hall. It's like you having to continuously, if you're not somebody that's rich or somebody that had money or that has money, you gotta continuously got keep asking your parents or asking your loved ones, your girlfriend, your wife, your friends for money, packages, stuff like that every couple weeks. That gets annoying. That's whack. You always gotta ask. Being locked up, just know if you get locked up, you're gonna be asking for a lot of things. You're gonna be asking for a lot of things. Whether you asking people that's on the family side, or you asking you asking the COs and stuff like that. Just know all of that's gonna be happening, and you're gonna be getting involved with that type of things. It's like locked up, being involved in prison. You going to jail. Just know that you deal with a whole bunch of that type of drama. You always gotta just ask people for things, and then on top of that, it's not even about asking people for things. You always gotta just watch your back. You gotta watch your back 24/7. Being in jail. Every time you go to program, every time you step out your cell, every time you leave your bunk, your bed, you even when you in your bed, you sleeping. You gotta watch yourself, cause you create enemies, and then now you got enemies, and now you gotta be watching your back. You can have enemies. You be having dudes that don't like you, might be beefing with you, and you don't even know it. And the next thing you just know, You going to sleep and you in your bunk, and then dudes just run down on you and just cut you in your sleep. And throw hot water on you and you won't know nothing that's going on. Yeah, and that's the type of things that be going on. Or they make all type of things. They throw garlic and onions and all type of like acidy stuff, and they make it into a liquid, and then throw it on you and try to blind you, and then cut you. Vice versa, it doesn't matter. Anyway, for you won't know who that nigga was that cut you at night, or it don't have to be at night. That could happen in the yard. Might hit you with one of them shits. Just you having to watch your back. Whether you sleeping, whether you in your cell, either when you in your cell, it's not even watching your back. You just be hearing dudes talk, and it be a lot of just drama and gossip. And a lot of dudes just like to yell out their gates. They like to yell out their cell doors just about nothing. About nothing. A lot of dudes like to talk about the things that's going on TV, the TV channels. I mean, like, you going to prison is whack, because you knowing that if you go to prison, you get a TV, the TV's limited. You only get about 20, 30 channels, and the TV's about 13 inches. And you're paying about $150 for that shit. And the COs could take that if you're not following the rules about the TVs. That's another thing. You always gotta follow all the rules. Everywhere you go is 106.10. Everywhere you see is 106.10. You having to just follow all the rules every day, you just get adapted and adjusted to that lifestyle where that's all you know, because that's all you having to do all day long. You got to follow the rules and the norms all day long. You got to watch it back all day long. You got to just ask things from people, ask the SEALs for stuff, ask your family for members all the time, every day, consistently. You got to worry about packages, money getting sent. You got to worry about if your family members are going to come visit you or not. All of that. You got to worry about if your girlfriend going to leave you or not. You got to worry about if she's talking to somebody. You got to worry about if somebody's trying to cut you, or if you got problems with people in the yard or something. That's the type of things you got to worry about. You got to worry about dudes that got problems with you in the next cell, because they could be going through other things too that's worse than you, and they could step out the cell and try to pop on you because they going through all those problems, and they just want to use you as a herb just to get out the jail and go to another jail, so they might just pop on you. That's the type of things you got to worry about. You won't have no people to do, and he having his own problems, so he just pops on you as an excuse just to leave and get out the jail. And you got to watch them type of things, because dudes is going through all type of things, going crazy. So when they step in a cell, they fighting demons off the rip, because nobody wants to be stuck in a hole where you can't leave. Nobody wants to be in a hole where somebody got to click it open for you to walk out of it. Nobody wants to go through that shit. So when you step in the cell, you automatically fighting demons in the little 4 or 5 walls you looking at. It's not cool. And all you doing is just hearing. You just hearing dudes just yelling and screaming. Dudes ain't got nothing else to do but just yelling all day. Nothing else to do. Not talk about nothing. But just game banging out they cells. Might be talking about the few of the female COs, or a few of the female civilians, few new things that might be going on in the world, and that's it. And that's every day. You waiting on books, you waiting on just trying to go home. You trying to make up new plans and new come-ups and new ways. The main thing that you always worrying about though in jail is watching your back, because dudes really be getting cut and hurt all the time. You don't even have to be a person that be having problems with people. You just be in the way of that shit, or just be near it. It's just problems. You just get in the mix. That's prison. I don't advise nobody to end up to try to do crimes, to go get locked up, to go to jail or prison. Because prison is just worse. You're just not going home, and you seeing dudes every day consistently, and they not leaving you. And you don't want to look at them because you getting tired. You get tired of looking at the same faces every single day. Get tired of that shit. You gotta worry about trying to get closer to home, because you might be 4, 5, 6 hours away from your family, and now you trying to stay good your whole bid to try to go home closer to your family, And that's hard because when you got a whole bunch of dudes that like to gang bang and just do a whole bunch of negative stuff, and you trying to avoid all of that, that's hard. That's another bad thing about being in prison. You trying to avoid things that's hard to avoid, because you being around a whole bunch of dudes that got mindsets like you or worse. And that's the thing that dudes don't care, and that's what they fold on. Dudes fold on that type of stuff because they see that they can't avoid those problems, so they like to just go with the flow, and you can't beat them, you join them. That's why a lot of dudes join the gangs, because they see that they bound a whole bunch of that type of gang activity. They ain't got no choice but to want to join the gang, because that's what they doing. That's the type of people they hang around with. You hang around those type of people, those type of things you gonna do. You know, you like the gang bang, that you gonna be gang banging. If you like to work out, you like to work out. You're going to be working out. Like me, I like to work out. I was working out. I avoided all of that. It was easy. I knew a lot of people. I wasn't one of them dudes that was quiet, that just watched everything. No, I was none of that shit. I was chilling. I was me. But I wasn't nobody that was just all up in everybody's businesses trying to cause problems. I played my position. You playing your position and you not getting into problems don't mean you pussy. I might be smarter than y'all. That might be what it really could be. I didn't get cut because I was smart. I knew not to like get into shit. I knew I wanted to go home. I wanted to get closer to home. So I had, in order for me to do all of that stuff, I had to follow the rules that they told me to do. I had to follow the things that they wanted me to do. Told me to lock in, I gotta lock in. Rec is over, I gotta go inside for rec. Time to hang the phone up, hang the phone up. Count time, going for count time. Every time you gotta lock in, lock in. When there's no talking, there's no talking. Shit be simple. If dudes make it hard in jail, that's what jail is even harder for dudes, because you already following a whole bunch of shit that's hard, and then now you don't want to follow it, and a whole bunch of other dudes that don't want to follow it, it makes it even harder. Because now that you're not following the rules, they're gonna push down and make shit even harder for you to really follow the shit. And they're gonna make it more stricter, more secure, and now where you have no choice but to follow the rules. And that's why a lot of dudes be going to the box, because they don't know how to follow the rules. They don't know it. Or if they do know it, they don't care. They try to go above it, and they think they could get past it, and that's how they get caught up and get into more trouble. Gang bang, you think you're gonna get away with that shit? A lot of people do get away with cutting and stuff. A lot of people don't too. You go to the box, a whole lot of people going to court because they just got a lot of cut. They just got into cases of cutting people. And that's all you see. A lot of people in the box, upstate box. A lot of people going back and forth to court because they all dealing with these new cases they just caught because they wanted to gang bang and cut people. That shit's not no joke up there. You turn 3 years into 8 years. That's for real. You really could. You could turn that 10 years into extra. No, you get an extra 10 years. Catch a body. Get an extra 15, 20 years. 3.5 years will really turn into 5. You'll do a 1.5 to 3. You'll do the whole 3 instead of getting out early and doing the 1.5. It's all about how you play. It's all about how you play. It's all about how you are. It's all about how you follow the rules in jail. If you don't follow the rules in jail, it's just gonna be even harder because you already in a bad position. And if you just not even following the things that's going on in there, it's gonna be even worse. So if dudes that complain about how messed up jail is, yeah, it's messed up. But a lot of dudes fit to realize that they make it a lot harder on themselves when they don't just follow the rules. You gotta hold certain things down in jail. For real. You really do gotta hold certain things down. Dudes don't like to hold things down. And that's when they get caught up. Or they got periods. They wanna get on their little female periods. They get attitude. Dude might look at them the wrong way. Now they wanna cut him because he looked at it in the wrong way. Or he might have said something to him. Now he wanna cut him because he said something to him. That's the type of shit that go on. Or for little shit like that, a dude getting cut. Now he cut him. Now he getting a whole a whole another 1.5, 3 extra years added on to his sentence because he wanted to put a scar on that man's face. And all a matter of less than 10 seconds it happened. That 10 seconds of you cutting that dude's face caught you extra few years in prison. Where you not getting no more extra pussy even longer now. You're not seeing your family even longer now. You're going to keep asking the CO for things now even longer. You're going to just keep having to watch it back and gang bang even harder now. It's like that shit's just whack. I'm telling you. Because you having to watch gang banging or not. Whether you neutral, whether you blood, you crip, whether you old or you young, you have to watch it back in there regardless of who you are, because you don't know what can happen in there, and anything could just go down, and then just go down, and then new charge in the box with a new charge, or because you didn't listen. I don't advise nobody to get locked up or go to prison. Everybody just please that got family members, just give them advice. Just for you to come home faster, just follow all the rules and play your position. I'm telling you, just follow the rules. When they say no talking, just no talk. It's just that simple. Hold it down and you go home. A lot of dudes fail to realize that. If you know you about to get locked up, take this advice. I'm telling you, take this advice. It'll get you home faster. I promise you that. If you got people, if you know people that's locked up right now, tell them. I got a few other videos that's telling you how to survive in prison. I thank y'all for coming view my channel. Please keep hitting the like button and please subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. Thank you for coming to my channel once again. Take care, y'all.